UNHCR consistently reports a significant gap between humanitarian needs and available funding. And now with displacement numbers at an all-time high, what is the current scale of this gap for UNHCR operations in this year, 2025? Could you perhaps also give one specific example where a critical program got scaled back because of the lack of resources?
It's true that the gap has always been there for our programs, but this year it's more acute than ever. And the reason for that is because many donors, primarily the United States, but not only, other donors in Europe as well, have been funding us much less than they used to. They're prioritizing their money on other things, which is very unfortunate because, as we've already mentioned, the problem of displacement is rising. So we're significantly underfunded. And we have had to announce a reduction in our own resources, our own budget, our own staff of around 1/3. So that means for this year, we will be at least 1/3 underfunded, probably more than that. That means essentially that the work we do in many places that we've mentioned will have to be scaled back significantly. That means less housing support, less medical support, less education. We'll have to cut back on registration for refugees and displaced people. A specific example that we've been looking at is in South Sudan, where people have been fleeing from Sudan to try to find safety in that country, but also there's been a renewed conflict within that country, and we've had to scale back our operations there. And in terms of support for women and girls who have been affected by violence and abuse, we've had to drastically reduce the amount of assistance that we give them, and 75% of our capacity to support women and girls who have suffered sexual violence has now been cut in that country. But not just that country. If we look at that one area, across many countries in that region and beyond, we've had to scale back those programs significantly. And unfortunately, people will end up dying, people will suffer as a result of these cuts. And we think it's very important that the international community does provide that assistance, because that assistance also means stability. It means countries become more stable, and it means there is less chance that people will need to flee across borders in the future.